Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 232. So, we have a new opening. It was amazing. I loved it. I ended up kind of watching it a second time because I always try to take my thumbnails. I change my thumbnail background whenever there's a new opening, and I try to take an image from the opening typically to do so. So I kind of watched it again while trying to find like an image to use and everything, but yeah, really cool. In last episode, I really liked it. There's been a lot of that team. I can't remember if they're like Team 25 or 15. I can't remember their number, but that team with Namida, Wasabi, and Tsubaki, a lot of their episodes I've never been a big fan of. Some of them have been good, but there's been some that are just you know. But last one, I really liked it. We had the storyline with a samurai from Tsubaki's past, Sazanka was his name, trying to do this tournament over a blade. Tsubaki ended up winning kind of by accident and chance kind of thing, and he held a grudge, got angry, and it consumed him, and we ended up, in the current time, killing him. Seemingly killed him, so... yeah, I'm interested to see where we go next. I was curious if, like, anything here, because we've been dealing with a lot of bandits recently, is there going to be, like, a storyline with bandits, or, you know, I was just kind of grasping at straws, or it's just a one-off episode, and we get to see whatever one-off or start of something is next. So, either way, I'm excited. So let's get started, shall we? Alrighty, guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2... 1 now. Fire. Oh, Team 5. Going to another land. Okay. Okay. Transporting items. B rank. He's a Chunin now, right? Nice. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna clean my glasses. I didn't realize... they don't look that bad, but... man. I had to go help my mom get her vehicle from the mechanic today, and it's not a mechanic that I usually go to, so... I'm not familiar with the area very well, and it ended up being nighttime by the time we got there, and it was raining hard. And, like, man, I forgot how hard it is to drive at nighttime in an unfamiliar area. You know, I was so on edge. I could barely see the road, and I had no idea where I was going. Like, I take for granted the fact that I know the usual paths that I always take so well. I take that for granted to the point where I know where, like, everything merges and everything, and then when you drive at night and it's dark and you're, like, trying to figure out as you go whether, like, oh, I'm in a 2-lane road, is it gonna merge here or what? But it was, I'm not a good driver. I mean, I don't get in accidents and stuff like that, but I guess I'm not a confident driver, but I've never been in an accident, so... I do good enough. Anyway. Well, you're about to, buddy. Jeez, Boruto. Implying that they don't have the abilities and competency. I also have a coffee I'll be sipping on. I'm the kind of person, I mean, I guess you get more money for a higher rank, right? Their faces. I'd be the kind of underachiever that's like, just, I'll go capture cats all day, just give me good money. But I imagine they get paid better for missions like this. Plus, all these kids are ambitious. They don't want to do boring jobs. I'm not very ambitious. Mmm. Oh, look at them. I swear I had a robot just like that when I was a kid. You guys remember those, if you're old enough? Those little, like, all-white little robot kids' toys? Remember, it was, like, one of the first robots, and we were like, oh, look at this. These things are gonna be controlling all of our stores and jobs eventually. Alright. 200-page summary. Summary. Aw, Denki's so nice. Man. Truly a mission only his team could do. Look at that controller! I like how it's a leaf symbol. That's awesome. Cool. How do you control that with a controller? Everything. It is. Kind of like on a mission too, right? We gonna see any parallels to that? Sometimes things don't go as you planned. Yeah, he was able to adapt. Even without his technology. Or that. Alright. So does that mean Katasuke requested Team 5 for this mission, or did they get picked for it regardless? They probably got requested. Too busy studying all night? So nervous. I would be too. I have massive anxiety whenever I do something I'm not familiar with. I would not be a good shinobi at all. Going anywhere I've never been before, doing anything I've never done before, pretty much get anxiety at any point in that. That's why I live a very regular life. I don't go out of my way to try new things. I'm very boring. Gold Mountain. Oh no. Oh my god. I thought it was gonna, like, break open and his, like, shinobi headband was gonna be there or whatever. You know it'd be really crazy? If this just went without a hitch. They get there, they deliver it, nothing happens, and then they leave. It's like, not all missions go bad. That face. Metal Lee. Such a name. Uh-oh. Underestimated. Right there to defend his boy. Alright, now let's impress this guy. Oh. Was that just a resting, almost evil face? Or... I don't know. He had like a, maybe not evil face, he had like a resting, like, determined face. I don't know. It might have just been... That's my point, it might have just been resting, like, that's just how he looks. It might not mean anything, is my point. Probably doesn't. Oh, man. That does not look good for your shinobi that are defending you to get that exhausted. Ugh. Oh, is it? Oh, is that heavy? Okay. Well, damn. I thought Denki was underwhelming, but this guy can't even lift them? I mean, we have seen Denki carry a man. A big man, too. I like how I underestimate, or... Is that the right way to say it? I just thought the wrong thing when he went to go grab it. I was like, uh-oh, he wants to carry one of them. Is that going to be a bad thing? And then, it turned out to be something completely different. Man, being able to squat down like that with something that heavy, too. Are they gonna be able to, like, know how to do this? Uh-oh. Okay. Jeez, they can run. They even do the ninja arm running thing with the arms behind them. That's great. Whoa! They can stand on each other's shoulders. That's awesome. Nice. You control all three of them with one controller? It's an anime. I seem to suspend my disbelief. There's like dip switches on it that let you swap between the robots that you're controlling. I don't know. Nice. No arm. I like that they get to help. Uh-oh. What were you two doing? You little creepers. What are you up to? A secret bag hidden. Are they gonna lob the minecart at them? Yes, they are. But what'd they put in it? Oh. Well, shit. Alright, guys. Man, we kind of know what Iwabe can do. The metal's making a move. Okay, well, they lost their hostage now. Yeah, Earth style in a mine shaft? No. I'll talk about Metal Lee in the discussion. Well, shit. Can they use the robots for something, maybe? Oh, no. Are they gonna suffocate him? Well, shit. Can you send the robot through the vent? Okay. Let's hope he's right. That's cool that they, like, break away instead of using the drill right away. Is that one just digging the pile of dirt away? Is that what that one on the ground was doing? Oh, they're out. Alright. Oh, they didn't even have to go very far. I thought it was, like, 50 times thicker than that. I thought it was going to take them almost all their air to get out. I guess the main problem was finding a spot to collapse, not find a thin spot, right? Somewhere that wouldn't collapse things. Alright. Let's go, my boys. That's a... Oh, they're Shinobi! They can do water dragon jutsu! That's nice that it went right there. Oh no, the robots! Can they get wet? Well, shit. Yep. Adapt to changes. What? Can they shoot? Whoa! Really? Well, damn, they have good grips. A net? Step on it. Oh, yes. Oh, God, he threw his weapon! Okay, I thought he was gonna somehow brace the robots so they couldn't, like, get flung away or something, but no, he just Thored his hammer. Alright, metal? Yeah, leaf hurricane. Hell yeah. No more jutsu from them, they just use little knives. Alright. Oh, look at those robots. I love the poses. Yeah, you best apologize. Nice. I was literally... The words that Metal said were the words going through my head. Like, I was like, looks like their job's done here. Right in the Metal said it. Yeah. So I was saying, he was studying. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, there's more they have to do? And that's it? Okay. I'll assume that's a success. I mean, unless they're gonna do like a part 2 for this, but yeah, I mean that's the thing is Team 5 was stuck with low rank missions for a while because they were having like a low turnover, weren't they? Weren't they one of the teams that like were failing a lot of their missions? I mean, plus they didn't have a tuning on their team, right? That was like another thing. But I think there was a storyline, if I remember correctly, it was a while ago, where they weren't doing super hot on their missions. But now they succeeded a B rank that, I mean, and it's not even one that like, oh, everything went perfectly fine. It was one where not everything went fine and they still managed to pull it off, which probably enforces the idea that they might get some more B rank missions in the future, right? Or more harder missions rather than just go catch my pet for me. That was cool. I liked it. All right. That is it, guys, for episode 232. So, yeah, I really like that episode. Once again, we had another one-off of another team going off and doing a mission on their own, which is, it's fun. I do wonder, because I'm pretty sure I was told, as long as I didn't misunderstand, that, like, there's a lot of filler ahead. But I imagine we're gonna be getting into, like, an arc, right? Like, I imagine we're not, because I'm pretty sure I was told it's filler, like, all the way up till, like, some more recent release stuff, which I think I'm still quite a few episodes away. I can't imagine they're gonna do one-off episodes for, like, that many episodes, but either way, I'm enjoying them for now. I definitely could see, like, little one-off episodes getting a little older after too many of them, but I did have fun with this one. I like seeing Team 5. I like seeing the different teams now that they're on their own and they have, like, Chunin as their leader, and their Jonin leaders have kind of backed off and everything and aren't really part of the squad much anymore. I really appreciate seeing the teams with this setup, so I do really like this and seeing how they function and everything. And I mean, I'll be completely honest, I was just as bad as this guy here with doubting Denki. Like, he started getting tired and I was like, well, that doesn't look good, Denki. Like, I'm like sitting here, I'm in my own time, I'm rewatching a reaction to Hunter x Hunter. So I'm seeing, like, these kids on Hunter x Hunter, like, train and get to the point where they can run, you know, frickin' hundreds of kilometers without getting tired, right? Without even breaking a sweat. And then I see Denki here, this, like, trained shinobi, and I'm, like, seeing him get winded walking up a hill. But they tricked me, too, because, you know, I was right there with the guy, kind of underestimating Denki. I was like, that doesn't look very good. But then the guy went to go pick up those robots, and this grown-ass man can't even lift them. That's how much they weigh. It's like, wow, shit. Denki is swole. So, like, I completely turned on a dime on Denki there. Like, I imagine he could have gone, you know, up that hill no problem if he wasn't carrying an extremely heavy piece of equipment. So, but yeah. Good job, show. That's probably one of my favorite things right there, is, like, I love that kind of stuff where they can trick the audience, because, I mean, let's be real, Denki, since the beginning of the show, he's been that, like, underestimated kind of character where you look at him and you're like, he's not that strong, right? Because he kind of got into the shinobi business, like, a little bit late, right? Like, he's always been, like, the slight, like, underachiever, but then you see something like that, and it just, like, turns everything on its head, and you're like, well, shit. But one of the things I started talking about in the video, and then I realized that I wasn't going to be able to watch the show and talk about this in the depth that I want to, is Metal Lee. We got some development a long time ago with his, you know how he had that fear and everything, and they helped develop him past that and everything, but I feel like we haven't had much development with Metal Lee since. Like, with how much I loved Rock Lee in the original series, I was kind of hoping that Metal Lee was gonna be, like, a new Rock Lee, but he doesn't have to be, right? Like, that's definitely not, like, he's his own person and everything, but it got me thinking that, you know, like, he's always just kind of, like, there with the team. Like, Iwabe, we got to see him in the Chunin exam finals and everything, where Metal Lee didn't make it there. And we got to see, obviously, Denki become a Chunin and everything. So, like, but when it comes to Metal Lee, like, I can't, like, up until this episode where he did his Leaf Hurricane, I can't even remember him really, like, attacking anything, right? Like, I don't even know what he's capable of. Like, I still don't really know if, I mean, maybe we learned this a long time ago and I'm forgetting, but I'm still not even quite sure if he can do is he like Lee in Rock Lee, in which he has no aptitude at all for like ninjutsu and genjutsu and stuff like that? Like, can he do that stuff, but he chooses not to? Or is he like Lee? Was that like passed down genetically where he can't? I also don't even. I mean, I'm assuming since he has the same name as Lee, he could be adopted. I'm also assuming that that's Lee's like blood relative, but it is possible that he's adopted too. But regardless of that, I guess I'm just curious because I think all we've really seen him do is physical stuff. But like, is he being taught the gates too? Are we gonna see that someday? Like, I don't know. I guess that's like one of my things is I think it's just that lingering effect of me loving Rock Lee and then going into this and having Metal Lee be kind of a background character, and like he's around and you see him, you know his name, you hear him talk and stuff like that, but he doesn't necessarily do too much. There might be some things that I'm forgetting, but yeah, I don't know. I'd just love to see a little more from him, you know. But yeah, overall, I mean, I liked Denki being in charge of this. He did a great job. It was the perfect job for him because they needed someone to tune up the robots and everything, and he has the mind for these scientific ninja tools and learning all of this stuff, and he was able to learn all about the robots, be able to do the tune-ups himself while they waited for the researcher teams to get there and everything. And that was really cool, and I like that, you know, they got trapped in this room, and it didn't take them very long to find a way out, and it didn't take them long to get out either, which, I mean, makes sense because they had to recover the gold and beat the bad guys. I was thinking, like, that mountain was way thicker than it was, and I thought it was going to take them forever, and I was like, well, I don't know how they're going to explain that they, you know, catch up and find these bandits, but no, like, they managed to find it. Now, the fight wasn't the best. It was kind of underwhelming, you know? Like, it revealed that they're shinobi, and it's like, oh, that's cool, alright, we got a shinobi fight on our hand, and they did that water dragon jutsu, and then after that, they just pulled out little knives, and it's like, you guys don't have other jutsu? You can't do something else? And then they just kind of get stomped, but that wasn't, like, the fight wasn't really the purpose of the episode, right? It was to show the audience and, you know, the guy here too, the competency of Denki, and I felt like it did that very well. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, but I think that's really all I had to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. You can see 2 episodes ahead through my early access tier. You can also see my Patreon shows where I'm watching Mob Psycho Season 3. Season 2 is on there. Tribe 9 is on there. All of Lucifer is on there. And I just started Better Call Saul if you're into some live action shows. Check all that out if you want to support the channel and see some extra content from me. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye.